Welcome to Art in the Box, my very first video. I'm super proud to be able to share this with you. So our very first lesson today is going to be a bumblebee finger puppet. Okay, before I start, this is for the adults. Okay, it's very important to me that there's adult supervision with the little kiddies. I will be supplying all the materials, etc. And obviously there's lots of small parts. Lots of messy stuff. And I just feel, you know, to sit with your kid and just be there to experience their joy. Also to encourage them and motivate them to do these skills that sometimes they might be weak at, because our skills are at different levels. So also to spend quality time, because I think often parents miss that, you know, and kids grow with that. The love, the attention, the talking, the connection, the communication, very important. So before we start, as you can see, I've put a black cardboard on my table. That's to protect the surface, because sometimes activities can get messy, as I said. Make sure they have an apron on or an old t-shirt, especially when we paint, because we're experiencing different mediums and they're going to experience touch, feel, and grow with this. Also their skills, obviously, and lots of exciting projects are still to come. Many. Right, the first thing, guys, that you do is get your goodies out your box, everything that you need, which is your yellow cardboard, your white cardboard, your template with your two shapes on, your medium size circle and your small circle. You'll get a pipe cleaner, two googly eyes, a pair of scissors, a pencil, Koki. You'll get your glue stick as well as your cold glue. So let's get started. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my template. I'm going to cut my circle out. Okay, guys, some little people struggle to cut with a pair of scissors. I always feel to cut from the back, to show them how they cut from the back to the front, to the tip. That really works. Okay, back, front. So it's eye-hand coordination. Listen, if they don't get it right, that is absolutely fine. Because I think if you don't try, you'll never know. So, back, front. Try and stay on the line as best as you can. Doesn't matter if you can't. There we go. Oops, you see, I've already gone out the line. It's not a train smash. Oh, and there we have our circle. Okay, so now we take our yellow cardboard. We take our pencil. We hold the circle down with your one hand and you trace with the other. Okay, go as slow as you can, or if you want to go fast, go fast. If you feel confident with this, go ahead. There we go. I have my circle. I'm going to put it down to one side and then cut my circle out on my yellow cardboard. Right, back, front, back, front. So they're almost concentrating on two things at once. How to use and also follow with your eye on the line. Back, front. Okay, So obviously we know bees are insects. Jelly beans. Hope you're listening. Okay. So bees, obviously, not obviously, but they live in colonies. Colonies means that they like to be with lots of other bees. Okay? And normally in that colony, there's a queen. And there's lots of busy workers. So, those busy workers, do you know what they do in the colony? They love to clean. Clean, clean, clean all the time. There's a saying, busy as a bee. That's where it comes from, because those workers work all day long. And another very important job they have is looking after the babies. So you can only imagine how many babies there must be to look after. I'd be very tired after a day like that. Right, so we have our yellow circle. Guys, you'll see there's a very odd shape. I call it half an oval if you want to. Let's cut that out so we can trace it. Okay. I wonder if any of you know what we're using this shape for. That will be interesting. I'm sure you guys do. You little bright sparks. Guys, yeah. Okay, this cardboard's quite big. We're not going to waste paper. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to fold my cardboard in half. Instead of cutting out two of these shapes, okay, show you a little trick. We put it on the edge, excuse me, and we trace, like I showed you, one head down and the other one around and around. Excuse me. And then you cut your shape out on the white piece of cardboard, double folded. Back, front, and voila. We have two. You see how easy that was? That's just a shortcut. Okay. So I'm sure you guys know what this is going to be used for. I have no doubt in my mind. Right, so we've got the very big circle and we have the medium-sized circle. Now you're wondering, what is this for? Right, because it's going to be a finger puppet, we need to make holes for where your fingers go. So we're going to trace two circles at close to the bottom of your circle. And put the other one not too close to the bottom and not too close to the other circle. Okay, we're going to put that to one side. It's another little trick that I'm going to. Sometimes it's difficult just to pierce a hole in a straight piece of cardboard. So what we're going to fold in the middle of those two circles. We take our pair of scissors. Just cut two little holes, not going over the circle, so we're able to stick our pair of scissors through easily without fighting with the cardboard. Right, this could be a tricky job for you to do. If you can't, ask the person that is sitting with you, the adult, because they'll probably have more control. But give it a try. You're not going to know if you do not try. So, as we know, bees help plants grow. So, what they do is they go from one flower to another, and with that, they're helping something called cross-pollination, because they're carrying pollen, those little yellow particles from the flower, to the other flower, and that's how they cross-pollinate. You see? Right. So now we have our 2 circles. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So we are able to put our fingers through. Now this little bumblebee is taking serious shape. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Okay, so now I take my glue stick and we're going to glue on the head. Let's put that over there. Guys, it only needs the tip of the top of the circle. You can only put the glue there. Okay, because we're not sticking the face on the whole abdomen, are we? Abdomen is the bee's body. Okay. Did you know, which is an interesting fact about a bee, is that after they've stung someone or something, they lose their barb, the stinger, okay? And when that falls off, that's why they die. Because it's like us losing an arm or a leg or something. It just falls off their body. So these poor bees, trying to protect themselves, because they sometimes might think that we are harming them because we look so big to them. They sting with their barb, falls off, and then they die. That's so sad because they're so important to us. Okay, so now we have our head. Okay, now we're going to stick our wings on. Who of you knew it was going to be wings? I'm sure you all did. Okay, so what I do here is I line it up between the head and the abdomen, making sure it doesn't stick out anywhere. Okay, do the other side. Let's just get into the crease of the neck. Whoops, it shifted. We just press it down softly. Right, this bee is taking shape. Ooh, is he getting very excited? Guys, I think you need to name your bee. My bee is going to be called Fred. Right. Okay, what are bees known for? For their stripes on their abdomen. Otherwise, in pictures particularly, we don't recognize them without their stripes, do we? No. So, try and draw a straight line across their bodies. If you can't, that's absolutely fine, as you can see, because you need quite a steady hand for this. Right, and draw as many lines as you want. You don't have to always copy me. I'm just giving you a guideline of what to do, okay? Because this is your art, so it makes it super special. Right, you can see his beautiful stripes. Okay, I want to ask you, clever little jelly beans, did you know, okay, besides us eating honey, why honey is important in the hives where they live in the colonies? It's mostly to feed their babies in winter, because it's very, very seldom that you see bees in winter, right? So they need their food and they need to stock up so their babies survive for the winter. So that's a very important fact. Right, so Mr. Fred is a happy bumblebee. So he needs a big happy smile, I think. There we go, Fred. Now he needs to know where he's going. With that, he needs 2 eyes. So I'm going to make 2 dots with my glue stick. Put 2 googly eyes because they move. Ah, there he is. Now you can see where he's going. How cool is Mr. Fred? Happy bumblebee. The very last thing that we do, guys, is put some cold glue on. I've given you a pot of cold glue and a Q-tip to put the cold glue on, because I've got a spout in my bottle, so it's easy for me to do. All right. Put a generous amount of glue on. This is where a little patience comes in, guys, because this glue takes a bit long to dry. So if you want your pipe cleaner to stick, then you need to leave him in a position like this. We're not going to fiddle with him too much. So I'm just going to hold on to that so that doesn't drop, because obviously it's not dry. But there is little Fred Bumblebee, and he's a happy finger puppet. Guys, use your imagination. Give him a name. Put him in a tree. Let him go pollinate flowers. That's a good idea, because bees are so important to us. Thank you for joining me. And Fred says, buzz.